Erica Firpo is a freelance writer living in Rome and contributing to such publications as Cathay Pacific, Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Huffington Post, New York Times, in a variety of topics, including art and culture. She is also a social media consultant and has, for the past year, overseen the build-up of the American Institute's social media presence from virtually nothing. We're pleased that she can say a few words and share her insights today on visual storytelling. Mr. Lowe?
Hi. About 12 months ago, I'm Erica, and thank you for that nice background. 12 months ago, I approached Darius and I said, probably not the best thing ever, but I said, I want to take your institute, and you guys, you're 3 people, 2 of you are archaeologists, one, the third person, Shelley Ruel, has great experience in blogging and social media, but the other 2 are books, smart and cute. And I want to bring you out of the books and see what we can do as an experiment for me, to see what we can do to put you in, put your area, which a lot of people think belongs in books or in museums or static, into a dynamic 21st century environment. So my objective was to find different media that was, as I say in Italian, piacevole to them, but also a way to make what they do easy to understand with the touch of a phone to anybody outside of their office, anybody outside of a museum. I put up this image, or it's not up, there it is, of the Lascaux Caves, a place I haven't been to yet, but I think is the archetypical image for visual storytelling. This is the prime example of a story that was told for who knows whatever reason, but has lasted millennium. And I'm not saying that social media will last millennium, but storytelling will. And eventually it goes from drawings to word. And this becomes, combine this is visual storytelling. And this is the kind of thing I think about in a very odd sense when I started them using Twitter, and then we made the jump into Facebook. And then eventually we said, hey, let's have a blog. The idea was this kind of image is all about interaction. It's engaged people. It's caused people to think. It's caused people to talk. In fact, it's caused them to recreate an entire cave and close this cave off because they don't want to allow the public to come in because it is millennia old. When I work with Dar and we talk about what we want to do with social media, we look at it, it's very hard to talk about your child objectively, but we try, and we look at it as a project that will grow and change, and parts of it we might not like, so we're constantly trying different things. We'll try different platforms, Pinterest, Vine, YouTube. But the point of all of it is it's a thoughtful collaboration. It's a collaboration of people, so the people in the office, Shelley and Albert, and it's a collaboration with people you don't know, and inspiring that collaboration to make something that can be considered static, such as Latin, into something dynamic. With Darius, we've had amazing success. We did a Latin tweet up, a bunch of people on Twitter for an hour writing in Latin, which seems kind of pointless, but it actually was great, and their topics weren't academic. We talked about things like gladiators and different kinds of contemporary fighting techniques in Latin. I unfortunately have limited participation. I can tweet it, I can retweet it, but I can't speak it. But the point is, we sat down and we thoughtfully looked at who we needed to engage. And with every single platform, we identify, first and foremost, our personality within that platform, and then the audience that we're trying to reach out to. And that's what I mean by thoughtful collaboration. I think all of these different platforms are wonderful, and they're a lot of fun, and everybody wants to join in them really quickly. And they want to put something out there really quickly, but they're forgetting the main point, which is you can't simply just get something out. You have to, just like you would want with a dinner party, you have to make sure that you're finding the right guests, and it's trial and error. So with that, we found Nicolee. We sought her out because we saw a lot of great photos she was taking all over Rome and said, wait a minute, someone likes this city as much as we do. And I know you all do, but she was putting them all over the internet. Well, not on the internet, all over Instagram, which was a platform Darius wasn't on. And we thought, let's, you know, or the Institute wasn't on yet. And we said, let's get involved with her, because who is this person who seems to want to communicate, but not just, who wants to open communication and foster dialogue. The same thing with Sam. There's one of the things that Sam participates in New York is something called Empty Met, and it's going into the Metropolitan Museum on days that are closed and showcasing it to the rest of the world. For him, maybe it's just fun. For me, every time I see a photo, I'm opening my art history book up again. I can't wait, because I don't get to go to New York every single day, but I can now. And that's our intent with cultural heritage, is to be able, one, to transport us all over the world, and then also have that same opportunity to say, please bring you to me. So I just want to show the next photo. Not this one, sorry. This one, I took it this morning. And there's Sam, there's Darius. He's taking a picture, he's looking at him taking a picture. But I can tell 1,000 stories with this, and you can understand 1,000 stories, but the best story is that it's gonna be dialogue. And that's all. So thank you.
Thank you.